Hey, what's up? It's AK Talks Morning Show. I don't have a microphone. I'm just gonna hold one. It doesn't really matter because I'm using this lav mic instead. It records a lot better. I heard my audio quality is dog shit, and I did record an episode with the lovely Nafisa, and I fucked up on the audio. It's gonna come out hopefully soon. We're gonna find a way to fix it. But I want to say sorry because I wasn't prepared, and I also complained about no one showing up, and I did a fucking dog shit effort, so that fucking sucks. Trying to cut back on drinking, but I really can't go cold turkey. It's gonna ruin my fucking biosphere and shit. Another big thing I want to announce is that July 10th, I'm going to do Magoobies competition. So if you guys want to come help, I need to bring people, first of all. Second of all, it's going to be nice for more people to come. It's like crowd contest. So the louder people are, the easier for me to win. And if I bring like 10 people, then I can cheat the system and I don't have to actually be funny and I can win like a true comedian. You know what I mean, guys? So if you guys want, the link's going to be in the description. And if you already know me and have my number, just call and I'll probably buy your ticket for you. I just need to bring 4 people minimum. I'm trying to get like 10. It'll be fun. Um, yeah, this is still AK Talks Morning Show, basically a fucking diary for a faggot ass nigga like me. I can say it. It's Pride History Month or some shit, Gay History Month. It also is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Uh, I want to say to all the men who are mentally challenged and shit and retarded, who are being pussies for this year, stop being a fucking pussy and just do it. You know, build up your rage and take it out on somebody who doesn't know you or someone who does know you. Just take it out on them and show what you can do. You know, murder, rape, whatever you think of, man. Just be a horrible human being. All right, less than 5 minutes, and we're getting fucking shit started. I did 2 mics today. It's 2 mics on Monday. I did 2 mics on Monday. Fucking ate dog shit on the first one. Got some. There's this Bolivian guy. I think he thinks he's funnier than me. But I'm about to call Ice. Joke, big joke. He's definitely not legal here. Yeah, I did eat fucking dog shit like terrible, and to a point where I was like, okay, I'm throwing in the towel. You guys, because the microphone isn't loud enough, first of all, so I really can't overpower people's voices if they're talking. Second of all, I don't have a lot of energy. I don't really come off as a strong, energetic person. I generally don't have a lot of energy, but if when I do comedy, sometimes I have it, and if I do, I get excited. Only if I get on a roll. Like if I get a laugh in the beginning, then I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. So then I'll pick it up. But if I don't get a laugh in the beginning about my dead hooker joke, and then I can't fucking roll with the punches. Then I'm like, Then I feel like a 38-year-old virgin who hates himself on stage, and I'm only 26, so I got 10, 12 more years left, so I can be the person I think I am. A great motivation for me for comedy is watching old people on YouTube talk about regrets in their life, how they regretted shit, and it's a really great feeling to know one day in the future I'm gonna regret everything I've done and just hate myself or even hate my family if I get lucky enough to get a dumb bitch pregnant. So that's what I'm thinking too, because I'm gonna turn 40 one day, and I'm gonna say what I did in my 20s, I really regretted, and I want to let that nigga know he's being a fucking full of shit. All right, you can't say things like that. Your wife's not gonna love you. Your kids aren't gonna respect you. You already did it. All right, own up to it. So yeah, a lot of positive energy I like giving out inside the morning too. It's a morning podcast, morning talk show, whatever you guys want to make it nowadays. The second mic though, I came in a little late, so I went dead last. I went completely last. Sucked, kind of, but it was at least a better turnout, a better response off my jokes because they were sitting there for like a couple hours just hearing jokes and hating other people's jokes. And getting a laugh at the end of it is a pretty hard thing to do because they don't want to hear you, first of all. So you have to be interesting, new, and something they didn't hear for the past 2, 3 hours. And they probably hate their lives. So that kind of helps, maybe. So you got to be more self deprecation because if you're hanging out at an open mic when it's closing and shit, it's like, dude, come on, dude. You don't got anything to live for anymore. Is it? I was riffing. I think I'll call it riffing with this fucking drunk black dude. And I don't regret it. I like riffing with him, but then he started picking up the pace on his riff, and because I did a joke about beating women, and he said, "What's wrong with that?" And then try to make his point and try to grab the mic and his ideas and perspective. I was like, let me get my 5 minutes or 2 3 minutes I wanted to use and get the fuck out of here. He was riffing off my beating women joke and birthday punches joke. So he's a piece of shit human being. He was like blacked out drunk on Monday, and that's usually a Tuesday afternoon activity for me. So I'm not that bad of a person. So second mic was a lot better. The first mic was at the Right Proper. If you guys want to go there, go to Right Propers on the Mondays, and then Fat Pete's on Mondays too. Two good mics if you want to do comedy. Because this podcast is supposed to be like a DC thing for DC comedians and shit. And I would hope if I actually shout out the places in DC for people to go to who are curious and shit. So yeah, I was just doing some new jokes that I wanted to get to it because I'm trying to get like a really strong 5 minutes from a Goobies, and I'm only doing it on July because during the summer it's supposed to be slower, so it should be easier to win it. So you just do it once. There's a monthly competition out to 12 months, and at the end of the year there's a big competition with all the winners, and that's the hard one you have to win, and that one's really cool if you do win. You get to get a photo, you get to go on shows. People might actually remember you and shit. So I'm just trying to work my way up to there. I also need a bigger audience and get into that presence because the stage is bigger and it's a lot wider. So I need to get comfortable with that more than my jokes because I don't want to stutter on a bigger stage and look like a dumbass. Honestly, so that's the things I'm thinking of. So Israel and Palestine, or Israel, what's your shit called? Israel and Iraq. You guys came here to hear my opinion, right? I'm the Yada Nada Nahu. Who's that nigga who's in charge of Israel? I'm that nigga right now, and I need to give you my opinion so you can think about how to change your life and shit. I truly, I'm on the side of, I don't know. I'm not good at politics. I just, if you guys really want to know what I think about it, I just Google bad Israelis or bad Iranians, and I pick a side after that. And I'll be honest, dude, they look the same. They're both sand monkeys, so I don't really give a shit about either one of those countries officially. So what am I gonna do about Israel, Palestine, or Israel? Who's it? Israel and Iraq, Iran. It doesn't even matter, dude. It's like all the same countries in that fucking sand pit over there, dude. I hate how the Middle East fights with each other. It's so fucking stupid. Why can't they just treat each other like how the North and South treats each other in America? Like we just hate each other, but we still love each other if anyone's looking. Like it's why the fuck do they have to bomb each other? And why does that have to be interesting? I don't like watching that shit because if I have to go there and have to fight, I'm gonna go and then fucking make a few couple of dollars, come back, fucking no legs, no arms, disability for like this is just shitty fucking. It's not even good shit over there. But the bitches are bad. You be like a hairy bitch with no fucking accent. Those bitches are bad. I have been mind rotting. I've been just brain rotting, mind rotting. For Israel and Iran, I choose Iran or I choose Israel. I don't know, whatever the fuck easiest answer is. I don't give a shit. But I choose so mind rotting. Mind rotting for me is I got 9 hours daily on my phone. I was surprised. 9 hours daily on your phone is an accomplishment in itself. My brain has zero idea of any long form conversation, any sense of humanity, anything with context. I am out the fucking door, and it sucks dick so much because it's a terrible addiction. It's one of my worst addictions I could think of because it's so free, easy to use, and you don't really feel it. But it's so fucking scary how much I use my phone. I'm trying to cut back. I try to listen to a podcast and not an audiobook. I try to listen to an audiobook. I didn't know what the book was about. I just played it for background sound so I don't have to use my phone. And it was about some shit about the world and something about Egypt or something. I don't know, dude. It sucks having this mind rotting concept because some of it shit is useful, some of it is really not. A big thing that I got from it was what the real war is online. It taught me because once you go far enough in a rabbit hole, you either end up listening to somebody making predictions like they're a prophet, or you start listening to people who haven't showered in weeks and have to talk to you with like eye contact, full eye contact the whole time. And I like both those routes. It makes you feel fucking crazy. It's what the internet's all about too. And I don't know if you guys are hip to the piss gallon guy or piss air. I'll say Google it on your own time with no one around, but it's something I fell in that hole. I do like the piss air guy. He really does. He talks about what I want to hear. Yeah, he just pisses in gallons of water bottles or gallons of jugs or whatever, empty jugs full of piss, and then puts it in front of a fan and lets it aerate through the room. And that's how you make piss air. And he has piss mattresses, piss bombs, piss stereo. He's legitimately insane, and I'm so happy he has a phone with service because he can tell me everything he thinks. That's what I love about that shit. I love seeing like a schizophrenic guy on the internet just telling me what they think. I'm like, this is great. I'm not the worst person in the world. This person thinks they're getting followed by pigeons and they're terrified. Like this is what life's all about, man. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so this one guy talked about the real war, the real fight, the real thing. Because people always wonder, like, when is U.S. going to get involved? When are we going to do that? Do. And he said the real war is the mindset war of how you're trapped and focused and keep thinking about shit like that. That's the real war. And I already lost. I lost that war a while ago. I think like 2004 or some shit. I'm so hooked onto whatever platforms in front of me, whatever screen, topic, flashing pictures, whatever it is. I'm already hooked, so I can't beat that war. And he said that's the biggest war ever. He said just go touch grass. That's the easiest way to beat the war. Touch grass, be human, and then explore life and shit. But I really do think we're losing that war. It's an emotional centered war where you're just emotionally responding. And it does sound kind of gay to admit to losing a war because you're emotionally controlled by your phone and the whatever algorithm and shit. But on the other hand, too, like you get to see bouncing tits here and there, so it keeps me locked in. A lot of great ideas here, dude. Thank God I have a podcast to share this ideas. You know what else I've been looking into is buying stocks. And the only way I understand stocks and only stocks that I'm buying is stocks that are fueled by war. I am not caring about like Coca-Cola or like Dell or Apple or any of the tech companies. I just want like war fueled companies, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and then there's some new AI technology where they're tracking people and make it easier to track through data analysis and just motion location. And I put like 3,000, I put $300 into that, and it's always going to grow no matter what you think. That stock is going to grow. AI, war technology, that shit's going to grow. And I think that's the best way to do stocks is just to make sure like, what do you think is going to ruin the world? What do you think is going to destroy your way of life? And then put all your chips on that. In like 10 to 20 years, you're going to be a millionaire, but you're also going to get your dick milked for the essence you have. So, you can't beat him. I joined him. I'm full on Raytheon. If Raytheon wants to give me a sponsorship or Lockheed Martin wants me to give you a shout out, I'll do it. I'll fucking sign the paper, smile, and with the fucking bomb right behind me, let everyone know this is used for safety. It's not used for war. We're always on the defense, never on the offense. That's how we always win wars. A strong defense kills children. So go Raytheon. That's what I'm going to do. As soon as I get enough money, put a lot more money on the Raytheon budget and buy that stock. I'm just giving you guys advice. All right, you're not going to beat the war. You just gotta fuel all your income into it, so it'll give you money back in the future, and you'll be successful. You'll be miserable. You'll live in a shitty life, but successful. That's all you have to be in America. It doesn't matter what type of quality of life you live. You can see the background. Like it doesn't matter about that shit. If I have money, none of this shit matters. I'm gonna be happy. Right, guys? Right. I also been posting more on my IG stories because I was doing I do this thing on ChatGPT where I just ask it like, "What's my fucking problem?" and it works out pretty good. And it tells me I don't have enough leisure. Always look at things in a perfectionist mindset. I always look at things as work. I don't really do things that should do them anymore. And they're not wrong, or ChatGPT is not wrong. He already knows everything about me except how big my dick is and what my blood type is. That's only two things he doesn't know as of this moment. I'm not going to whisper it yet. So I've been trying to post some more, just like photos, or I'm just trying to do like photography shit, not serious. It's like things I think is cool that I seen throughout the day. So I take a photo and I post it on my fucking IG story. And the thing that's nice about it is I'm connecting to more people, like not in my past, like from high school and shit, and like friends that I've met. Because I only use my Instagram for comedy. It's a comedy page. I don't usually really use it for personal business or anything. It's dedicated for comedy, for comedy exposure and everything else that's gay about that shit and comedy networking and fucking shit. So I always forget I had friends before this shit. I really think of a nomadic lifestyle. I just move on. And I follow the wind. I let the waves jerk me off. I don't know what expression you want to hear for me to explain this to you, but I like living that type of lifestyle. Like I completely forget people I've known. I just lose lose their thoughts, ideas. I don't think about them at all anymore, and it gets weird because once I see them, I'm like, oh shit, you're a nice person and you're a good friend. How the fuck did I forget about you? I don't know. It's kind of the way my mind works. I'm what you call it retarded, so I don't really have a lot of thinking space day to day, and it's all right. I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing to be stupid nowadays. It's fun. It makes life easier for me. Something that I'm trying to work on though at work is to be more of an asshole at work. It's a good thing. I'm not trying to be mean, but like more assertive. Because normally at work, I'm a nice guy. I like making the day go by. I like making people laugh. I like keeping a smile on my face, making sure everyone feels happy. And the best way I could, it makes me feel happy too. I'm like, everyone's happy at work. We're not having a shitty day. But they take advantage of that. Like, oh, you're just being a dumbass or a dickhead. But I'm like, I'm just trying to be happy, dude. I don't like thinking. Why do I have to think if we can just make sure the day goes by? 4 o'clock's gonna hit at 4 o'clock every single time. Just keep a smile on your face. But they treat me like shit for that. Not even like in a mean way. They just love doing like I forget the word, semantics or some shit like that. They want to hear exactly the truth. Like I got in an argument with this dude because I said gates instead of bay, and he's like, "It's not a fucking gate, it's a bay. Don't be stupid." I was like, "Jesus Christ, dude! 3 seconds. You changed your day in 3 seconds. You didn't have to be that mad." Plus, I pointed and you knew exactly what I was talking about. That's the thing that I had. That's my fucking like rage bait thing that gets me every time when someone gets really specific about shit and I don't have no clue about why it matters at all. I'm like, dude, you can understand English. Don't you understand context clues? Why the fuck do you want exactly the truth? Like they were making fun of me because I didn't understand the difference between a hubcap and a rim. And in my head, I was like, why the fuck does it matter? It's on the fucking tire. You think it matters to me at all? I don't give a shit about remembering that. And they have fun doing that shit. So now I'm more assertive, and I think before I talk, and I'm more. I'll check them once they do that stupid shit. I'll say like, you know what I meant. You know what I fucking meant. You don't have to do this. What's your problem? Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's not that hard. Like a big thing that got me last week was they got mad at me for not knowing where another base was and not knowing how to get there through the back roads without using my phone. And in my head, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Why are you guys getting mad at me for not knowing where something is without using my phone? What kind of dumbass ology are you thinking of? You can use GPS technology. It's been made for 30 fucking years. It's not revolutionary. You're fucking 40. You've been using it too. Why the fuck you get? And then that's just like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with these guys? And then they asked me the next, like this week too, is like, do you know where it is? And I was like, I could just use my phone. And then they said, but what happens when you lose cell service? I'm like, well, I'll charge my phone and I'll get to another area and I can download the maps. And then they got mad, like, well, you're just stupid. That's the issue. You just don't know how to live life without using your phone. That's why I was like, all right, congrats, dude. You win. Ding, 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 ding. Do you want a hand job or a puppet? What the fuck's wrong with you, nigga? I'm not fixing the world. I just know how to get to places. So yeah, I like talking to people now. It's so much fun going to work dealing with these guys. I didn't realize how much I hated these niggas too. Like I didn't realize that at all. I thought I was having fun, and I thought like being a mechanic with other mechanics were like my type of people. But then I'm slowly fucking pulling back. I'm like, these guys are miserable. Like they hate their lives, and they want to take it out on me. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna continue this fucking tradition of being a shitty fucking person and being a mechanic. I rather find like an easier job where I'm treated respectfully as a human being and shit like that. Like I don't know. It's also military standards too. Like I hate this one dude. He always gives me speeches, dude. It's fucking retarded. I didn't have the right gear. I lost a couple of pieces of my gear, and I had to spend like $100 to get the gear back. And he gave me a speech, and he's like, "Man, I've been doing everything for you. I can't let this go by. I just really can't. I can't do anything about this. You're gonna have to find a way to get the gear. You're gonna spend your own money out of your pocket." And I said, "Okay." And he told me, "This is not an okay answer. You can't just say okay for it." I was like, "What do you want to do, Dougie, nigga? What's the next option you got in your head? What do you mean this is not? I'm gonna spend my money. Why the fuck do you give a shit about it?" And I can't say that. I have to just say, "Alrighty." I just have to change the language for I don't know, dude. I just don't get that shit. I'm like, dude, aren't you happy? Dude, what's wrong with your life? Why are you so mad at the world? It's 11 a.m. There's not a lot of things that could happen from wake up to 11 a.m. I don't know how you're that pissed. Why are you giving me speeches? I don't like your speeches. Fucking Obama ass niggas. I don't know. It's still good, guys. Still great leadership. I have nothing bad to say other than what I've just said in a kind of negative manner because I don't want this to bite my ass too. Yeah, so I'm posting more on IG stories. That's a whole topic of idea. DC parade. I did go to the Army 250th anniversary thing because one, I like the Army vehicles. I worked on half of them. I want to see more. I want to see all of them. I like seeing flyovers. I just like the Army. It's not surprising. I'm in a natty, but I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, I'm inside the military complex industry. I'm in that fucking sector. And I just like the vehicles. That's why I like going. And it is a very Republican thing to do to go to an army event and shit like that. So I saw a lot of Republicans, and honestly, they are not beating the allegations. They look exactly what you think, and I hated that shit so much. It's like no one there smiles. Everyone's always uptight. It's just weird looking people. What I hated the most was like it would be like a 6'4" yoked ass nigga, about 280, and in his girlfriend's elbow height. I'm like, dude, what do you? We all know what you're doing, and it's disgusting. There is no her personality can't be that great. All right, there is a reason why you're trying to fuck her. Like that looks uncomfortable for me to see, and it's just creepy. I don't know. I don't like that shit. I realize I don't like that at all because she didn't even look like a grown woman. She looked like a kid, and that man looked like a behemoth. He looked like a Homo sapien. I'm like, dude, you're disgusting. I wanted to whisper that in his ear, like, you're a piece of shit. You know that, right? We all know that. We're all looking at you. But then there's like eight of them, eight of those couples just walking around. More than eight. I just could count eight on my hand, but just keep walking around like it's normal. I'm like, this has to be a Republican thing because this is disgusting. This is weird people. At least they're healthy. Majority. You didn't see anyone that's obese over there. I think that's like a Republican thing to do. No one's really obese. But the protest was happening. The No Kings parade, No Kings thingy parade thing was happening too. So people were at the events protesting the fucking I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Protesting Trump's existence. There wasn't like a specific thing. They went like a full cycle of protest. They went no, just like free Palestine, fuck Trump, read a book. That was one of the chants, and then it did a USA chant at the end, which surprised me. I'm like, I thought you guys were supposed to hate America, but they're like, no, we don't hate America. We hate Trump, and we hate Israel, and we hate niggas that don't read. And I was like, can you guys stick to one? What's wrong with you guys? I wanted to watch it get violent. Honestly, I didn't do any chanting. No anti-protest. I can't do any of that shit because of my job and stuff. I don't want to get fired for being involved in a protest. So I just watched that shit and I was waiting for it to get violent. The closest it got was one dude got shoved by the cops because he was yelling in the cop's ear and he just said, "Get the fuck out of here." He shoved him and he's like, hey, you fucking, you can't do that. And then the cop's like, "Fuck out of here." And then the guy took it like a good boy. And then someone else had that's what I love about the protest. It's just rage baiting people. Both sides are just rage baiting each other. Like they'll be the middle of the people and the No Kings guys, and then people will have to walk by them to leave the area. So people just flick them off, and then they'll say, "Hey, fuck you too," or and then some dude would like wave the American flag, and it's like, "Ah, fuck you too, fuck America." And then some dude with like an ice shirt, like just like provoke them. And then that's when it got a little bit more hectic because there was this guy who was doing the full turban shit, and he had the Palestine flag, and he almost stabbed the dude in the ice shirt. and then he just sprinted off as soon as he got close, because that was actually violent. He could have got hurt. But I just came there for the fun. The fireworks were fucking awesome. I don't know why no one talked about that shit. I keep forgetting, when you have like an unlimited budget, fireworks look crazy. It looked like, sound like a war zone going off. It would echo through the streets. You would see them fly in the air. They have some type of synchronizing patterns. I'm like, dude, this is amazing. This is what America stands for. Wasting about $3 million worth of budget to do fireworks. That's what I wanted to see. The flyovers are pretty cool too. I like those shit. Yeah, talked about the parade. I did some drywall work for my parents because I visited my parents. I forgot what reason was it for. I don't know if it was a holiday or some shit. Was it Eid or something? I don't remember. But I was at the house and I saw the drywall was wet, so I wanted to do a little bit more like investigating and see why it was wet. And they had a leak a while ago, and they sealed up the leak, but then the walls are starting to get wet and moldy and shit, so they didn't notice it. I noticed it first, and I took care of it. And I like doing drywall work. I like doing work around the house. It's fun. It's helpful. It saved them a couple $100 because they said they're going to call their Spanish dude to do it for them, and that guy would have charged them like $400 to do that small ass patch. But then once I did that patch, I found another patch, and this one was worse. And I don't know if you guys know anything about drywall. It's really simple. Drywall is just like really hard paper, and it goes to the frame, and that's it. After that, you're just putting mud on it, and then you're painting over it. That's all it is, and you're trying to make it look pitch perfect and shit. But the other leak was inside the subfloor, so now it's at the bottom instead of just drywall, and it's connected to the side of the house. So it's a really big issue, and I'm trying to get that done. Maybe I'll document it because I think it'll be really cool to post and shit. But I like that idea. I like working on it too. Another big thing for me is it's energy low. What does that mean? I don't have that much energy. Yeah, I don't have that too much energy because at my job we're really slowing down the pace because our budget is maxed out, so we really don't get another budget till the fiscal year, and so we're slowing down the pace of work. And I didn't realize how much I needed to work for me to focus throughout the day, because if I don't really work hard throughout the day, it just carries on to my own life, and I don't really work hard with that too. So now I have to find other tasks to keep my mind active, and it's really challenging to understand that I need work. I need to do something to activate my mind because I am fucking down in the dumps, retarded now. It's scary because I can't read, or I don't know how to read, or I haven't read in a while, so I don't want to start reading again. That sucks. I'm trying to find tasks that'll keep me activated. I try writing scripts for like sketches, and I try doing my own jokes and shit like that. But then I just get bored fast, and you can't beat TikTok, dude. TikTok, I'm telling you, is the most evilest thing in the world. It's so fucking addicting. I don't know how it's gonna transform after this shit. Like at years to come, I don't know what TikTok's gonna be, but I'll definitely invest in that shit on their stocks because they're gonna make a good amount of income. Another thing is sleeper agents. That's a big thing that's going around inside the world, and especially in America, because they're saying America's going to get attacked by sleeper agents. By somehow in the future, some dude's going to wake up and think, yeah, let me bomb that place. Or I don't know how sleeper agents work. I don't know if it's actually niggas are asleep and they wake up, or if it's just niggas pretending the whole time. And maybe the nigga at the bank that you've been seeing every single day, the sleeper agent, or somebody that looks like a terrorist, quote unquote, looks like a terrorist, maybe from Afghanistan or Afghanistan. I really can't tell when you're in the Middle East. Maybe he comes up and a sleeper agent, and I have no way to beat that either. I have no way to beat any of these shits. So my best advice is don't care. Just wait till it happens and then react. That's the only thing I can think of. Just react when it happens, because getting yourself prepared for this shit just ruined my mind completely. I didn't like that shit at all. When Israel did the first attacks towards Iran, that shit pissed me off for the rest of the week. I'm like, I don't want to see any more. And then Iran's shooting back, and I was like, okay, it's fucking draining to keep up with this war-torn country or war-torn world. I don't like knowing what side's on what side. It's just fucking gay, man. I kind of really do like comedy now because it's a relief from the rest of the world, and people just talk about their shitty gay lives on stage, how they're complaining about how their life isn't perfect. and it's like a really good relief instead of just hearing Israel, 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 blank, 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 Israel, Israel, Israel. Like at the end of the day, dude, I truly believe they should just bomb the whole Middle East till like it's flat land, and then no one cares. That's the only thing I can believe in because that place is just mean. Everyone there is just mean, or at least online, his presence is just mean. But I hit the 30 minutes. Hell yeah. This has been AK Talks Morning Show. If you guys haven't been in DC, watch comedy, go watch comedy in DC. But have a very classy day.